The stage is set for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's arrival here in Ukraine. The first ever by an Indian Prime Minister, and that too in midst of war. Ukraine has been battling the Russian war for the past 900 days and counting, and in midst of this, Ukraine has actually mounted a very audacious counter-attack in the Kursk region. And with me are members of the Indian community to talk about how Indian community here in Ukraine is looking at the Prime Minister's visit. I want to begin by introducing Professor Mridula Ghosh. Professor Mridula Ghosh is a professor of international relations here at the Kiev Mohila Academy, one of the oldest universities here in Kiev. Also with me is Dr. Alok Bansal. Dr. Alok Bansal is a very well-respected orthopedic surgeon here in Ukraine. Ravi Singla is in the pharma business here. Pharma is something that India is actually trying to encourage here. Amit Mishra is a part of the agro industry here in Ukraine. Ram Dange, prominent member of the Indian community, also into food packaging. And of course, Mr. Kuldeep Kumar is a very well-known face in Ukraine. He's in construction business, he's in the restaurant and resort business, and one of the most prominent Indians here in Ukraine. Welcome on India Today to all our guests. And I want to begin by asking you your expectations of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit.
Well, I am going to be overwhelming. I think it will be an overwhelming thing for the Ukrainians. They view it as a visit of goodwill, as a visit that will definitely try to seek some peace for this country, as Prime Minister has been very, very vocal about the inadmissibility of the war. And I believe that, we Indians are looking forward to meeting him.
The Indian community looking forward to it, as is the Ukrainian community. And doctors heal without any barriers. You had before the war started about 18,000 Indian students studying medicine here. The numbers, of course, have dwindled quite a bit. But what's the current situation, and how are doctors looking at this?
Yeah, it's totally a different situation during this war. So what we people are doing, orthopedic surgeons, is totally different field now. So myself, I'm an orthopedic surgeon who is working in replacement department, replacements and arthroscopies. Right now, due to this war, we have a lot of war trauma. Our army soldiers are suffering due to this war. They are having severe bad injuries, and it's totally a different field, new field for us. So I've gone for different courses from Switzerland to treat our patients, the army patients, the brave soldiers who are protecting us in this country during this toughest war in the history of this world.
No, this is brilliant, because I'm also told that the Jaipur Foot, a lot of people are showing keen interest, including the army here in the Jaipur Foot, and we'll talk about that in greater detail. Mr. Singla, as far as pharma is concerned, a lot of effort is being made to ensure that business, it picks up even more, especially in a conflict-hit area. How is pharma looking at the Prime Minister's visit?
No, pharma, we are looking we are quite optimistic about bilateral relations. Although, Indian pharma products are very popular here in Ukraine, and now these days we are trying in this difficult times, that there is no shortage of pharmaceutical goods. And with the arrival of Prime Minister, it will give boost to our bilateral relations. It will increase, between individual to individual relations also. Okay. And it is great. We are quite enthusiastic about Prime Minister's visit.
That's heartening to hear. Mr. Mishra, as far as agriculture is one area, it's not just about the sale of tractors, or manufacturing. How is the agro industry looking at the Prime Minister's visit and the bilateral relationship?
Hopefully, all the relationship, because of Mr. Narendra Modi is coming, I think the relationship will be better. Maybe we'll get the more permission. We'll get the permission to export our commodities from Ukraine to another different countries. Right now, this is the biggest problem in Ukraine. We are having problem to export the commodities from Ukraine. We are exporting everything by trucks, by trains. Hopefully, there will be some understanding after visit of Modi ji, and we will be able to export all commodities through Odessa ports. I think so. There will be a solution after this meeting.
Oh, that's heartening to hear. Will there be a solution? Are we looking at the immediate, when you talk about packaging and food processing? Ukraine is known as the breadbasket of Europe. How are we moving forward in that direction? through this visit?
There will be certainly changes, and the change will take certain time. But overall, business relationship in between our two countries will have a boost after Modi ji's visit. हम लोगों को, यहाँ के लोगों को बड़ी राहत है, बड़ा उत्साह है, आनंद है, क्योंकि मोदी जी ने इसके पहले दिस इज़ नॉट द एरा ऑफ वार ताशकंद में कहा था. उसके बाद में भी मोदी जी ने जब मॉस्को में थे, तो जब बच्चों के ऊपर अटैक होता है तो मोदी जी ने बड़ा दुख दिखाया था इस बात के ऊपर. आज वो सब शब्द अभी तक जब मोदी जी ने कहे हैं, उन सब की एक यहाँ पर
ठीक आपको उम्मीद है. कुलदीप जी, how would you look at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit, especially when the diaspora is coming up in big numbers, and how is Ukraine reacting to this?
मुझे तो लगता है मोदी जी के आने के बाद शायद इतिहास लिखा जाएगा. वैसे भी जो विजिट है इनकी एक ऐतिहासिक विजिट है. 33 सालों में कोई पहला प्राइम मिनिस्टर जो है हिंदुस्तान से यहाँ पर आ रहा है, और मुझे लगता है शायद ये जो लोग भी सोचते हैं यहाँ के यूक्रेनियन की मोदी जी आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि मोदी जी का नाम है, इससे वे पूरी दुनिया में एक गद्दावर नेता हैं वो. मुझे लगता है सब लोग जैसे बोलते हैं यूक्रेनियन, मैं अपनी इंडियंस को नहीं कह रहा हूँ, यूक्रेनियन लोग बोलते हैं कि मोदी जी के आने के बाद युद्ध पे विराम लगेगा. शायद मुझे लगता है मोदी जी के हाथों से ही ये काम होना है, और ये एक इतिहास बनेगा कि इंडिया से प्राइम मिनिस्टर आए मोदी जी और उन्होंने युद्ध पर विराम लगवा दिया, जो कि पिछले कई 900 दिनों से ज्यादा से चल रहा है. तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये सब होगा पॉजिटिव.
आपको उम्मीद है पॉजिटिव, आपको लग रहा है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल लग रहा है.
As far as the pharma industry is concerned, what is it that Ukraine requires that India must give as quickly as possible? Because I believe a lot of consignments of medicines have come from India.
Yes, government of India has sent many consignments of pharmaceutical aids, but actually frankly speaking we are self-sufficient here, in Indian companies, mainly what happens, a lot of antibiotics are required in these type of situations. Antibiotics, and we Indian companies, they are dealing, most of the companies are dealing in all type of medicines. So all the Indian companies, it is our duty, and we being Indian, we feel that हमने इस धरती का नमक खाया है, and now it is our responsibility, and we are doing quite faithfully.
Positive, very positive. यहाँ का नमक खाया है तो यहाँ पर कोऑपरेशन और बढ़ाना भी चाहिए. छात्रों की, we were to talk about students, medical students, number came down from 18,000 to a couple of thousand, but is that increasing once again?
स्टूडेंट के बारे में ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो लास्ट कोर्सेज में थे वो वापस आ रहे हैं और अपने कोर्स कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं.
ठीक, तो ये अच्छी बात है. कोऑपरेशन की क्या क्या फील्ड्स हैं जिसको अभी तलाशा जा रहा है? व्हाट आर न्यू एरियाज ऑफ कोऑपरेशन?
The trade turnover between Ukraine and India had been about $3+ billion before the war started, and most of it, the trade turnover was positive for Ukraine. In the military equipments and other things also there is a cooperation. I think that in the process when the Russia is not only the source for Ukraine, Indian military, Ukraine can also give armaments
to India, and that's very, that's true. India has been buying naval warship engines, aircraft engines, and other military hardware from Ukraine, और डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन बढ़ाने की भी बात
चल रही है. जो इनका आगे प्लान्स है, मुझे लगता है कि आगे चल के, पहले तो देखिए यहाँ से यूक्रेन का पाकिस्तान के साथ ज़्यादा अच्छे रिलेशंस थे, लेकिन अब मोदी जी आ रहे हैं और हिंदुस्तानियों को यहाँ लोग पसंद करते हैं. मुझे लगता है आने वाला वक्त हिंदुस्तान का होगा, और हम मिलकर, बहुत सारे यूक्रेन के साथ मिलकर ऐसे काम करेंगे जो कि आगे चलकर एक तारीख बनेगी.
That's the Indian community. It gives you a rough idea of what the diaspora is thinking. But new areas of cooperation, Professor Saab, since you interact with a lot of people in governments on both sides, your appreciation, what are some of the areas where India and Ukraine can cooperate?
First of all, lots of those areas. First is this defense. I will say that this war has proven the Ukrainians' ability to fight. The tactics of war has changed, and how they are mastering very cheap but drone technology and those things, they are doing without having a sea fleet. They have almost, liquidated the Black Sea fleet. Apart from that, the tactics of warfare is very important, and I think in those areas also there will be some deliberation.
Very, very interesting. Newer areas of
another
cooperation.
Another area is the digital.
Yes.
Ukraine is, because of this, rupture of communication and other things and displacement of people, Ukraine has a lot of these digital possibilities of digital communication and digital infrastructure. So in that we are also very good. So in this area also we can cooperate. I think these two, and of course I would say, when let peace come and we can have joint films. This is a beautiful country where they love Indian films, and we can have a lot of other things to do, which are very sweet.
On an aside, you're absolutely right, because I believe there are several Indian film stars, producers and directors who've looked at Ukraine as a beautiful part of Europe to shoot their films. But of course, that was before the conflict. Will things change after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit? We'll track that story very, very closely. But hope is in the air. Gaurav Sawant in Kyiv, Ukraine, for India Today.